Well. Looks like the Assassin's Creed trailers is been revealed, and this time, y'all, I'm gonna give you my reaction, and let's see how that's gonna turn out to be. And boy, there was things I need to say. Damn.
Who are you? Who do you serve?
Nice intro for the hoodie, but yeah, it's great.
All I have ever
And
known in
also,
my life, our land,
for the open world as usual, they're good at open world too.
our customs, my family, burns in the name of unification.
The combat is gonna look soft. I can tell you by that one. To be honest with you, y'all, it's gonna be soft, which I see from the trailer.
You are still a frog in a well who knows nothing of the sea. The ocean's filled with new ships, but they all come from the same river. Greed.
I knew it. The mainstream media tried to confirm this. You see, y'all? That's why I said in my podcast before. They did confirm it.
Vengeance.
And you,
See? That's the only thing they got the thing going for a trailer. Yeah, they had a black protagonist, but no new entry main line for this dude. No new entry main line. Yeah, I can see from there. Small blue company. I can see through there.
and you, will you continue down that river? Or choose another path beyond what we see?
And we must look for it together. We must learn to trust, rebuild,
And follow the blade.
So he's gotta be the badass motherfucker for this one. Not gonna lie, y'all. This type of dude, right? But they can't even make it more, astonishing as it could be.
We are the shadows.
That served the light.
Well. What do I see? I won't explain this. Ubisoft, what the hell I did watch? Ubisoft, what the hell did I watch, bro? I'm telling you this, but so come for, I'm gonna play what you said to the people, and that's on your quotes, and take it for example. There we go. I'm gonna do it right now so y'all can see this. So let's count what they say and how and how I'm gonna address this shit. So let's listen, shall we? Let's go.
The founder of the samurai warrior, okay, in Japan, all right, was an African. We found that the founders of the ninja system was an African. In fact, in Japan, there's a saying that if you don't have a little bit of African blood, you can never truly be a samurai.
That's a bad idea. That's a real bad idea. Let's not do that. No. Let's not. No. Okay.
The founder of the samurai warrior, okay, in Japan, all right, was an African. We found that the founders of the ninja system was an African. In fact, in Japan, there's a saying that if you don't have a little bit of African blood, you can never truly be a samurai.
And look what happened, Ubisoft. Look what damn happened. Look what you did. And boy, oh boy. In 2 years, Ubisoft, I'm gonna tell you by my honest truth and my honest positivity message. Y'all are gonna be shut down about 2 years. And well done, Ubisoft. Congratulations. You just eliminate your whole entire hardcore fan base of Assassin's Creed. Well done to yous. And y'all, listen to me for this, bro. Listen to me, because I don't have no time to just go in by the rage or by my super negative energy rage around these companies. But like I said, guys, if you watch my podcast, we all know and we all damn know the mainstream media and also the bots. Even though you see it around the system and also you see it around the Saint and Baby Inc. They're already organized with them, so they can't get out of it. And that's why you see them create the game like this. And we all know that's gonna happen because it's controlled by, one of the cultists around their elites. If you see their cultists, you can tell I know. And boy, oh boy, I'm so glad my community and every each community give the trailer a flaming dislike. I'm so glad and I'm so pleased they did. And they do the right thing once they're gonna walk away. But we all know this franchise is gonna be like a top selling score. But I'm telling y'all, when it came to these companies wanna mess with real life customer bases, I'm gonna tell you this, I ain't gonna give you no penny, bro. I ain't gonna buy this type of trash game. Sorry. I am so glad I got like the Rise of Ronin and Ghost of Tsushima. Those are the two masterpiece game. Y'all, you can see how the Illuminati and also the cultists trying their best to like take down those games. What I mean is they're trying their best to like, review bomb that game, because I'm gonna be real with y'all. They do not like Asian people at all. The gaming mainstream media, they don't like Asian people. I'm telling by the truth, y'all. They don't like Asian people. And for the West, we came to Ubisoft, that's what they do. They rather annihilate your history and do it their way. And that shows how much racist Ubisoft is. And to real majority of Asian people from Japanese and also China. See, that shows they don't care about Eastern. They do not like Eastern gaming, or they don't like even like customer gaming, because it's based around what is it? They want to push gender, and they want to push like what is it? Full on, our race into everything. But let's be honest, y'all. Throughout the 2000s, our race already exists, but they want to push the minority of what is it? Social justice, university, liberals, and also official elite of cultists around the industry. That's what they do. They want to push a hidden agenda so they can benefit, and what they do, they rather just mess about, vandalize, and take over everything and place it to their subscription. And you see, and you know, when it comes to majority audience, they know they're not gonna like F with it, because it is not for them, and it's not for customer either. So those type of game is not for the customers, bro. Because the only game that they want is the real, what is it, company owned design, not the own elites design, not the own cultist design. Nope. Like real, at least historical, accurate design. Simple. But not just pandering and listen to minority groups. You got a majority customers throughout the damn years, so y'all still like having Asian male as the protagonist and not an Asian woman. Alright, Ubisoft, alright. But hear from me, y'all. I'm gonna show other witnesses how they feel about it, and tell me how you feel about it in the comment section. Because I'm gonna like respond to the whole damn thing, bro. The whole damn thing. I'm gonna react and listen what they say. Simple as if. Even though I am not even gonna defend that company. Nah, they already done. They already dug their own grave. So I'm glad my race called them out, and even majority community called out. Let's go.
Understand about their stated goals when they try to infiltrate and influence the entertainment industry. And you can see from this picture, 2007, before all the social progressive ideals had conquered the video gaming space, it was already pretty diverse. You had a lead female producer on Assassin's Creed, Jade Raymond, who helped co-create a stellar franchise. You can see the people in the background of a wide variety of
diversity. Yes. Yeah, you see that, y'all? This is real diversity back in those days, bro. From the early 2011, and a lot of it, bro. Yeah, those are real good ass time, bro. Good ass time. Good ass black representations, and good ass, a lot. So y'all don't try to make no excuse and don't use counter, because back then we used to be diverse as hell. Damn, we used to have bangers to bangers. And for that, you see how these mainstream cultists and also the official elites trying their best to erase the past. And I think maybe around probably around to 18,000, 19,000, they're trying so hard to erase it. Let me tell you that, because we all know they don't like damn history. The mainstream bots and also the Illuminatis and also the cultists, they do not like history at all. So what they do, they're trying their best to like erase it so they can, tell everyone this is their type of history. Nah, hell nah, bro. Our history remember, because y'all don't even learn around the 2000, around the education. Y'all don't do no fully research. Y'all's rather listen to the cultists and the official elites, just like Ubisoft will tell you to, because they're so delusional and they're also working with the Satan. Simple. But anyway, guy, respect you. Tell the truth of people in the 2000 who are the true diverse team. Tell them who they are and what they do for gaming. And boy, I used to miss Ubisoft games so much back in those days. But now, we look at them, they just, turn themselves evil assholes. Simple. So let's carry on to the video, shall we?
of races and colors and mixtures, men, women, everyone excited to produce a game of quality that excited the fan base themselves. She was on the producer and executive producer role, Jade Raymond right here, for Assassin's Creed 1 to 3, and I think that is the thing that we're seeing in the past, that there was diversity in the workplace, at least in the gaming industry, but it was just focused on the talented, and the talented, if you were diverse, you got the opportunity, but that is not the case now with Ubisoft and the people they're hiring. You can see the stark difference in 2007 with 2014. There is no diversity, just more women in roles of power within the video game industry. And is that a positive or negative thing? It's not necessarily a negative thing if you're hiring talented people, but with subsequent iterations of the Assassin's Creed franchise, it comes to bear out that yes, it does mean something if you're hiring untalented people in roles where you need competent, talented people to produce something of value. And you can see this kind of transition with the current day version of Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed team, where there is no color really. There's very few bits of color here and there's just shades of light brown, and you can see just the lack of diversity in the space of people they brought to work on Assassin's Creed, and that is leading to the overall backlash that we're seeing with Assassin's Creed Shadows, problem that we're seeing brought up by Japanese fans when it comes to this game itself, and the lack of Japanese representation in a game based on an ancient Japanese period in that society. And it's kind of astonishing for a game developer to ignore the Japanese people in their own game, their own time period, and it's inconsistent with the previous time periods of past games for Assassin's Creed, which was dedicated to historical content that was accurate, at least in the environment you're in and the characters that you play as. But that is not the case with Assassin's Creed Shadows, where that is thrown out, and you can see them having this plan in the overall development process for this game for a Japanese male lead, but that was thrown out in the years after the George Floyd incident in 2020, where they just throw that plan out and they wanted to justify making a Japanese period piece with a non-Japanese character.
That's facts, homie. That's facts. So let me stop here. That is absolutely facts. Yes. And we all know that, see it. Because like I say, y'all, they're not making no game anymore. They're not making no escapism. They're not making no entertainment. A lot of this gotta be on social, commentary, and entertainment has been banned, and it has to be about identity politics. Yes, no entertainment, no fun, no joy, not a lot of it. This is got to be based around identity politics, and also, what is it? Learning to worshipping the cultists. That's what it is. And that's the true meaning of Ubisoft. So I'm gonna play that video, what they say, and let's listen to what they say once and again.
The founder of the samurai warrior, in Japan, was an African. We found that the founders of the ninja system was an African. In fact, in Japan, there's a saying that if you don't have a little bit of African blood, you can never truly be a samurai.
And this landed up being Yasuke, who is a real life character, but not in the way they're describing him in reality as some all-powerful samurai that did amazing things. And I think this is a fantasy game. There should be some leeway to make things up, and I think that is the case, and I wouldn't be mad at that, but it's been consistent with what they did in the past, where these games are always about the people within that culture and that society, and they never deviated from that until today, where they're deviating from that drastically, and they're doing more than deviating from their own proposed plan and set idea of this franchise. They're doing more than that. They're rewriting history to protect this franchise, and I think that is the thing that we're seeing that is frustrating a lot of people, where they're going into the past, they're shooting out articles saying you don't need to care about the history of this game. It never mattered for Assassin's Creed, when historical accuracy was a thing that was focused on heavily for Assassin's Creed. Not the main fictional character, but just the overall environment itself. You tried to make it a reality, something people could interact with and see as real. And this is a heavy departure. How can you have a black African assassin in Japan when he's the only black guy and he's the most suspicious guy in Japan then, if he's assassinating people and people are dying around him? So it's a crazy concept in and of itself. It's ludicrous when you put that in a conceptual standpoint, but this is not about the concept or the reasonable situations and environment you want your fantasy to be engaged in. It's about politics, and I think that's the thing people are frustrated with. This is a political action done for political sakes, and it's not done for story advancement. I think people are open to having Yasuke be part of this Japanese story, but being the main characters, pushing it too far. Of course, they're extending that, saying people hate
The female character. Y'all, I'm gonna be real. I don't hate any female video characters in gaming. No, I don't. And also, maybe on my third video, I'm gonna explain. But the second video, I'm gonna like respond to this another user. But let me tell this, y'all. When it came down to Japan, historical accurate fan fixing games or something, they like, the absolute historical, maybe accurate or non-historical accurate of the Japanese main character game. I would say about which type of Japanese people you pick, then you pick a new mention line, yeah? A new entry mainline character for Japanese, creation. But when it came down to historical accurate characters, then no, don't change the historic accurate characters. Just leave them who they are. And so people can know who their region is and also who their true form history of itself. But you don't need to like complete change or try and eliminate that type of statue or go culture war on all that type of shit. Bro, to be honest with you, y'all, I hate where every company's gotta go culture war. Or they wanna highlight so much of the cultists so they don't give a damn about the video game industry at all. So they rather have, the video game industry been unfinished, unpolished, and also sustainer-wise due to like very hard push and hard progressive and all that type of stuff, which the mainstream media love to do on those companies, and hiring up too much of the behemoth elites, and that just killed the type creativity in gaming. So, y'all, let me show you this, for example, these two pictures. I got those two games right now on the PS4, but right now I already got some of the PS5 games through out my app. Once I get like the last third console, take a look at these two games that does a very hit, bro, a very damn ass hit. Rise of Ronin and Ghost of Tsushima. We all know why, the mainstream media have so much cancellation Rise of Ronin. Because they don't like, Japanese historical accuracy. Yeah, they do not like Japan historical culture. What they want is full on, the message and the propaganda. Their own propaganda. The Western media propaganda. And it's based around US and UK. So two countries want to like, go culture in Japan because they know they don't like the history at all. They do not like the history of the Asians or neither the male protagonists through the Asians. To be honest with you, they don't like they do not like the history of the Asians and all that. And maybe when it came down, probably the Asian throughout the time having battle with Americans, like white Americans. There is no black, people, no black Americans. It shows you there. But that's why you seen how much throughout the years the mainstream media trying their best to target, basically men, because they don't like men, safe places. And to be honest, when we come to Japanese culture, even though we came to man and woman, they show art and tell the history, but they just don't like the history. They want to like bash it and put it all down to women history. But we all know those type of history is based around Japanese culture. And if you go to Japan, if you go down to what is it, trips or museum or do some higher good educated study, they will tell you that's their own identity of their culture. But the Western media, they do not like Middle Eastern culture at all. And you can see why the Asian people are pissed off. I don't blame them. I'm pissed off too. Even though I'm black, but I'm pissed off what Ubisoft doing, and also the gaming industry, that like the Western damn ass mainstream media as a whole, and also the Hollywood with the behemoth industry had to go throughout the years. Like, full of having stuff politically, but not at least having entertainment first. Everything got to be politically, or else you be gone. And that's what you see a lot of talented developers. Maybe some black developers or white developers or any type of developers that care about Assassin's Creed franchise or they love it through their stain has been gone. Because they do not like non-political people. Including myself, I'm not a political person, but I just hate where a company push themselves into social commentary with political, standpoint. And that's where you lost all your consumer bases. And I know right now this game isn't top, but let me tell you this, for example. To the people out there buying that game, go ahead. But don't cry until the game launch broken. Do you understand? Don't sit there online and cry. Go play a game and deal with your mess. Simple. Damn. Crazy ass people nowadays, bro. Crazy ass. I would say it's just the Gen Z movement that killing the industry. Gen Z. But by the way, let's get on so we can carry on, finish this dude, and then we'll go move on somebody else.
Female character, I think people really don't care about that part. People are open to that. We had female characters in Assassin's Creed before, so I think no one's really mad at that. It's just that this part where Yasuke is supposed to play assassin in Japan makes absolutely no sense, at least for the game itself. And I think this is the poignant thing that we're seeing, where they're really pushing hard to have this as a main factor in the game, going so far as entering into the wiki pages and altering history itself to make sure it reflects the game that they're producing, which is making no sense because Wiki is confirming this for them by approving their changes and making it permanent, where they're rewriting history to fit this game so people can feel comfortable that this is like some superhero samurai character, Yasuke. And I think that is going a step too far when you're trying to rewrite history itself to be in line with a video game. And I think that's the thing people are seeing that is astonishing right now, where we see games journalists, we see multiple YouTubers popping up, we see Wikipedia accounts, we see historical people comfortable with the liberties that they're taking with the game that they're producing. And I think that is a weird thing, and it's a scary thing as well, where you're seeing history be rewritten for a video game, something that really doesn't matter in the overall historical picture. But it makes you think, what if something that does really matter in the historical picture, in the future framework of society, is edited and rewritten? And I think that is the scary thing now we're all realizing, because we see journalists taking part in this. We see established historical records being changed, like Wikipedia and the other pieces, and it's just making you realize, okay, these people want to change history when they want to, if it fits their narrative, and it makes sense that they would do it for something bigger if they're willing to do it for something as small as a video game conversation people are having online. And I think these edits are proof of that. And it's a scary environment to be in if you're a gamer, if you're anything else related in this industry, because they're keeping people quiet that are having any sort of backlash. Other developers, other people within the industry that are complaining about this, they're shutting them up, and it is keeping them quiet. And I think it all goes back to the stock prices that have tumbled for Ubisoft after the release of this game. And I think it's just a reaction from the Japanese audience that are saying, oh, this is a terrible game, we're not going to buy it, we're not going to support it. And it goes back to the people that purchase the most games, and it's mostly an Asian white audience that purchases the most games in the world, and you're losing a large demographic due to that fact. And I think that is the thing that we're seeing that is rattling Ubisoft, where they're having to change history itself to protect their game so they can accuse the fan base that they want to buy their game of being racist, which is a weird strategy of marketing your game, where you want the people that play the game to be looked at as racist and evil, but you want them to still come back and play your game. And it's this weird logic that has entered the marketing space after all these marketing majors came from these social progressive universities, where they don't have to care about actually marketing the product that they're paid to market. They're there to influence and include their political inclusive ideology within the games that they want to influence. And I think that is the result, where we have "you are racist" marketing, where I never seen that in a marketing book or a business strategy book, where you deride and ridicule your fan base. And that seems to be something all too common in Hollywood and now the video game industry, where you accuse the people that you want to buy your game of being evil monsters.
I'm just gonna say it, since you're talking shit about me with your big fucking ugly mouth. You're all hateful, fucking racist bigots!
You fucking cuck! I know that's one of your favorite words, you right-wing asshole. Say, come on, cuck! Ask real fucking questions, cuck! And don't be a fucking pussy, because you're a bigoted asshole too. Fuck you.
And I think that is the eventual result we're going to see, is where this game will fail because they have effectively pushed away the market that wants to buy the game. And of course, making this a rewrite on history is showing that maybe the diversity that these people want is not the diversity that actually leads to quality game. Because in 2007 we had that diversity and they made excellent games. And I think when you focus on talent, that's when you get the best out of everyone. And I think the result of not focusing on talent has left us with a whole assortment of terrible games coming from Ubisoft currently. And I think that is a situation that is horrifying for the gamer, but the world has a lot more dangers now that people are willing to rewrite history for a video game. If they're willing to do that for a video game, they're willing to do that for a whole lot more. At least that's just my suspicion.
But you done well, mommy. You done well. Shout out to a true black content creator that spoke against Ubisoft. At least we need more of us rising, and including my viewers too. But anyway, let's get into the next content creator, shall we? So here comes the next one. For example, ABE. So let's see what he says. All right. So let's go.
Buried online by people that are tired of the catering and pandering to DE&I. Let's get the elephant out of the room. They made a mistake choosing to go with Yusuke as the main protagonist. Yes, the first black samurai, as they're referring to him, who survives a pirate raid from a slave ship. And he gets taught the ways of the samurai. Yeah, it sounds cool on paper, but let's be honest. Well, anyway, the only reason why they're using this character is because it's a black character. And video game companies, movie studios, you name it, they're all catering to this wokeness. They all want POCs and anything but historically accurate stuff. They're revisionist historians, guys. They like to rewrite plots and make things up as they go in order to cater to the politically correct people that are out there that are flooding the video game industry. This game is getting completely wrung through the mud on social media at this point, and it's to be expected. It seems like on top of Star Wars Outlaws and other issues, Ubisoft has just been making weird DE&I decision after weird DE&I decision, and this looks like it's going to continue that path. The trailer was unveiled today, and yeah, I like Assassin's Creed games for the most part, but let's be honest here, that franchise has kind of been simmering down just quite a little bit. Instead of focusing on video games, it seems like companies are just focusing on catering to diversity and inclusion at this point. They want political messages. They want political commentary. They don't want good gameplay. They don't want characters based on actual good character traits. They want to check boxes. They want to be like, okay, there's an African American, check. There's a LGBTQ guy, check. There's an ugly female, check. Instead of actually making a good Assassin's Creed game, they play it safe. They go the route that they know that people are going to not be offended by. Now, as far as Japanese history goes, there's so many other historical figures they could have used from Asian Japan, but they went with Yasuke. And he's really not ever covered in Western media. When you talk about Japan, it really doesn't matter. I guess they don't. To me, it just seems like he's a character that gets a little bit embellished, and I guess that's what they have to do in order to make a video game sell itself. They have to make his story sound cool, right? Survives a pirate raid on a slave ship, learns the way of the samurai, and becomes the first black samurai. Now, people are contesting that this is not historically accurate. In fact,
see, they rather create their own game. See, they don't like going to Japan culture. We all know. They confirm it. They absolutely confirm it. The whole mainstream media got a lot of the evidence and all the ingredients and all the source. So there, Ubisoft don't want to go to Japan and study the historical Japan. At least we came to like Eastern people with good higher grades and good level. At least they study history and all. But at least they don't pound the people feelings. So what, guys? Tell me down in the comment section. What do you want to be as a game developer? Do you rather cater people who have like feelings, or do you rather like look at historical accuracy and make it like a good fantasy game, but at least respect the true material of the design? So I want y'all to ask me these type of questions in a good way and positive. What would you do if you're a gamer and if you're gonna create your own game that's in Japan? Would you at least care for historical accurate characters, or you are creating new main entry line new characters, but at least you will have a setting that at least more wider, brave, and also respectful for the Japanese culture? So yeah, I give you some two options to do, which is a good positive option. Please like drop it on comment section so I can take a look and see like how you feels and everyone else feels about it. If you agree or disagree whatsoever, just drop down the comment section down below. But by the way, I want to say something. When it came down to these type of developers like Ghost of Tsushima and also Rise of Ruin, at least these developers go to Japan and look at historical accuracy. And see, that's how these mainstream media are. Like online people, not fully on streets. It's just online people who is really mad at people talented skills, but they can't get hold of it. They rather put them down so they can make them produce lower skills. See, that shows how much these people are online mainstream people are mentally ill. I'm also very deranged person. And even though respect to my homie, shout for Spirit of Paradox, at least he tell the honest truth. We got like deranged people around Twitter, and also Twitter is based on the deranged people. At least Rise and Roll developers know how to like find good historical accuracy, and I learn and have a good thinking how they should do it as a game wise, simple, and find some true people that generally into the region and know about century history around it. But these type of company, Ubisoft hiring, they are lack of talent and they don't care, and they show that they're not interested in history. They want to find some ways to like butcher a lot of things around Japan, and that's what you get for that game, a butcher stuff. And to be honest, personally, I don't hate an Asian woman character or not a black character, but the way how they treat those two characters, it shows you there's two red flags coming up. So you can tell something ain't right. But therefore, when I'm gonna be real with y'all, if you play Rise of One Ghost Streamer, you can at least maybe in more you can play as a woman and all, and maybe from Rise of One, at least a woman can support your own game. It shows you there too. But by the way, I'm just gonna like carry on and listen what the guys say. So let's do it right now.
There was actually a really good video on Twitter that was trending that I'm going to show you guys real quick. Let's go ahead and check it out. Roll it. So there's this gentleman right here, Khalil Too Short, who tweeted out Assassin's Creed being based in Japan and then not using a Japanese male protagonist is stupid. We know exactly why they're using Yasuke, the message, and it's annoying. It would be as dumb as having it based in Africa and deciding to use a white male
Protagonist? Yeah, we all know that for sure. But I would say it's Asian male protagonist, in my opinion. Or how about this, since they want to create like a fan fiction, how about we use something based around Africa and of Asian people, you know, like hitting up the African people. Let's see how the media goes. Let's see how these type of, mental ill people goes, how they think it represent history, and also rewrite the history with, with the British and American capturing, amount of black people. Let's see how it goes and they rewrite history to make it around Asian people capturing black people. I would absolutely like it if they do, because that shows how much the mainstream media and also the cult is really trying to erase and delete a lot of things around history, bro. It shows how much these type of people are delusional and also lunatics they are, for sure.
Almost seems like they're putting prices of like $70, $109.99, $129.99, and then a $17.99 a month that includes Ubisoft Plus access. Why? A subscription service that Ubisoft barely even knows exists themselves.
That's why we can understand why vast majority dislike it. Because I know it and vast majority people know it. And also, Ubisoft, how is the tank, by the way? I just want to know, how is the brilliant stock of your tank? Just want to know.
$17.99, and I know there's some people, well, if you can't afford that, maybe you shouldn't be playing gaming. That's not the principle of the matter. They want to go back to that thing where the one, I guess, executive officer said, gamers need to be comfortable not owning their games. If I wanted to not own a game, I would just pirate it. And I know that's what a lot of other people are saying at this point. It's fucking just garbage. And you can see even on their original tweet announcing it's coming out in November, you can see that they are getting totally trashed right here. I guess culture appropriation is only acceptable when it comes to black people. And no, Yasuke was a retainer, not to a samurai. Not a samurai himself. Ubisoft simps and cultural appropriators can buzz off.
True.
So, they're getting pretty flamed here. I regret to inform everyone that I will not be buying the Japanese Assassin's Creed game on account that the Japanese Assassin's Creed game's main characters is not Japanese. This ain't it. Sorry, but I'll be skipping this game if it's based in Japan. Keep it in Japan culture. So, the outlook is not looking good, man. And this is already with a lot of the heat that Ubisoft has been getting because of statements like gamers should be comfortable not owning their games. Also because all the stuff in regards to Star Wars Outlaws. Ubisoft's kind of been under the hot seat as of late. And you could only imagine how a lot of the employees that work there that don't want this DE&I being shoved in feel about their job security at this point. So, Assassin's Creed Shadows, man. Honestly, it's so sad to see something that could have been so cool focus more on pandering than...
Instead of it, they rather hire some people that always check to like tick some boxes off. That's the thing. They want to hire so much of these elites and cultists to like check some boxes to tick off from their list, but not absolutely creating a good story. And that's the true definition. Right now, y'all, I'm gonna show you this. And this is based around Japanese people saying. This is based by them. It ain't no whites. It's some other different people by account. They speak in different languages. Look what they gotta say about Ubisoft. But respect Japanese people. And to my Japanese views, try your best not to like get into Western. Because right now, Western is full of bunch of miserable people. And they don't like everything in society of history. They rather just destroy it. That's true meaning of, Western. They don't give a damn. I will tell you that by sure. To people who are Thai or maybe Japanese or whatever country you live from, I'm telling you, Great Britain and also USA is in a bad situation right now. Cause you got so much of these lunatics and also dumbasses that don't care about anything. Anything at all. Not slice bit. It's majority of it. So yeah. By the way, like it is how it is. If you see majority dislike, it can tell it's all color of people. No matter what they saying that minority. No, it's majority. It's vast damn local majority of people, bro. Simple. At least I always been in the streets. These guys don't. And plus two, they have no talking points as well. So for my people, at least I respect them because at least they got more sense than other type of niggas. You see? But by all means, look, it shows. I'm gonna be real with y'all. These people are from different union. No matter what, if you think like a Damas, maybe African, Jamaican, or I would say, for example, Black American, white American, like speaking damn Japanese, I'll say this: you guys are wrong, because I'll say Black American or white American don't speak Japanese for a bowl for it. You get what I'm saying? They can only speak little, but do they study there? I just want to know. So people can like put down the comment section so I can at least be honest with these type of people. DC, maybe black and white study around Japan. Not so sure really. So basically, over reality, basically Japan ain't that happy with it, bro. And respect to my homie that gave me information too. So after that, I will tell you this. So by the way, let's carry on, shall we? Okay, let's move to the next video.
Welcome, ladies and gents. Ubisoft's stock has absolutely crashed, 15% in fact. This is after Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer has dropped. Now, it's not just Assassin's Creed Shadows that has caused this. It would be a large part of it, though, along with other elements of Ubisoft. But also, they didn't meet their forecasted sales either. But what's the bigger picture here? Well, the bigger picture is, of course, that they're not going to meet their next sales target either. Or forecast target, is what it is, isn't it? Because what are the games that they're releasing? Yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows. Oh, that Star Wars one as well. So on May 15th, Ubisoft's stock price hit $23.35. But May 16th, the price plummeted to $20.02. It went as low as $19.74 as of writing. The price is currently at $21.28.
Mighty company.
And you can see that here, $21.29. So yeah, it has gone up. But if we look at month to date, not great. 6 months, still not great, quite frankly. You know, somehow it hit 30 euros. Okay, that's crazy. Year to date, I mean, this is some of the most volatile stock there is. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. And, you know, news like this isn't going to help on open world and live service games. That's what they're going to focus on. That doesn't help any of this situation. But anyway, let's keep reading, shall we? So the stock price dropped in the wake of Ubisoft predicting that the company will only bring in net bookings of $299 million for the first quarter. The company shared its outlook. Net bookings for the first quarter of 2024-2025 are expected to come in at around 275 million euros, so $299 million. Bloomberg's Daniel Zujibibibli claims this is significantly down from what a number of analysts were predicting. Reported that quote, that compares with an average estimate of 376 million euros among analysts surveyed by Bloomberg. That's wow. So they thought it would do 100 million euros more. Wow.
Oh yeah, guys, before I pick up the video, have you seen the mainstream media, how they pick up the one topic, and you see y'all, if you see this guy try to point out the shit with Ubisoft stock, and even though it came with it too, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Have you seen, like they stated, like one user got banned because when somebody asked Ubisoft for official Reddit, oh, why didn't you act like an Asian male player? Look what happened. They constantly straight away banned them, but not even answering question. You see that, y'all? Have you seen that shit? Have you seen it? When one user pick up a positive question, like, he's done. And y'all know the results. Ubisoft, that's what you get. Even though you can get your stuff plummeted, by the way, but once, maybe around the launch of your games, you're not gonna last long. And plus two, why did the hell you can't even answer one question of this guy for about the Assassin's Creed here? Why can't you make no response? Of course, because y'all's gonna like be blacklisted by the cultists, or y'all's gonna get killed by the cultists. That's the reason you don't want to answer this guy response. Just because he acts main protagonist as a character. And then what y'all's do? Quietly ban his question. No response to it, you just ban him. Simple as it is, bro. And guys, I'm gonna be real. You see how that is so real racist right there? How they ban that dude? It shows how much Ubisoft don't give a damn about Asian people. See, they're trying to exclude it, like what is it? A lot of different type of, what is it? Like mixed colors of people in different skin, but not at least addressing it. See, it shows like, when it comes to like the ESG and also the Saint Baby Inc. Yeah, that's what they hire. Simple as. No matter what, if you answer one question or one positive thing, you be gone straight away, bro, because they don't care about you. They don't like you. They don't like consumer. They don't give a living damn about you. And that's honest truth. Simple. So I'm going to carry on the video. We'll continue more, shall we? Let's go.
These analysts are retarded. Has anyone, no one thinks... Ubisoft's a terrible company. They've been dying for ages. They're only getting worse. Wow. That really does go to show how terrible the analysts are, doesn't it? They thought it would do $100 million more. Jesus. So while Ubisoft predicted first quarter bookings would come in lower than expected, the company did try to be optimistic about its future outlook with Assassin's Creed Shadows and Star Wars Outlaws. Hate to break it to you, mate. Neither of those games are going to save your company. Holy shit. The company reported the company is introducing its financial targets for 2024 and 25 and expects solid net bookings growth, slight increase in non-IFRS operating income and growing non-IFRS cash flow from operations leading to positive free cash flow. The financial year 25 lineup includes on the premium side, premium, the same game you keep reskinning year on year out.
That's absolutely true, homie.
Assassin's Creed Shadows and Star Wars Outlaws, two of the industry's most anticipated games. Really? You think they're the most? Really? They're some of the industry's most anticipated games. God, the video game industry. Oh, it sucks dick now, doesn't it? Those are the most anticipated games.
That's what happened throughout this modern society. When people want to look for low talented people, or I'm gonna be honest, when people want to fire talented people so they can hire activists around every video game, this is what we got. A lot of these type of stuff. Dislike to dislike. When game developers want to listen to investors to hire politicians around the game, here's the results. And that's why personally I can tell these people are not genuine developers around it at all. They basically hiring people who's in the political party and all that bullshit. And to be honest, when it came to majority of us customers and gamers, they're tired of that shit, bro. Customers and gamers are tired of this type of stuff, bro. But damn, even on Great Britain, also USA got huge common sense with the party house and all that. With the damn far left and far right bullshit. It's just ass, bro. Ass. Simple. But by the way, I'm just gonna carry on.
Oh, Jesus. And on the free-to-play side, Rainbow Six mobile, fucking hate mobile games, The Division Resurgence and X Defiant. However, CIC market analyst Eric Ravery was not as optimistic, adjusting his financial year 25 estimates down from 471 million to 412 million. That's a decline of 12.5%. So while Ubisoft is touting Assassin's Creed Shadows and Star Wars Outlaws as, quote, two of the industry's most anticipated games of the year, both games are facing significant pushback from gamers. The Star Wars Outlaws trailer has only 2.4 million views, which is terrible for a trailer. That's real bad. It also has 179,000 dislikes and just 40,000 likes, so that's atrocious, genuinely. But the creme de la creme, of course, is Assassin's Creed Shadows with 5.9 million views and over 444,000 dislikes. You've outdone yourself. That's madness. So, yeah, I mean, that's it, really. So, yes, 15%. So, stocks cratering, 15% on the company's net bookings, not expected to hit market estimates. I mean, it's just all over the place, quite frankly. Hilarious stuff, though. Genuinely, absolutely hilarious. What did you expect to happen? Seriously, what did you actually expect to happen?
Stocks fall!
Well, I know what they expected. They were expecting this game to be incredibly well received, but yeah, it hasn't been, has it? God, and everyone's like, oh, Yusuke was real. Shut the fuck up. And IGN just hating Asian men, well, Japanese men. They seem to hate anyway. Thoughts down below?
We're going to the next video. After that, we'll at least show 2 videos and then make my response. That's it for today, yells. Yeah, like I said, Even though if you go on YouTube, it is lots and lots. You can tell it's vast majority people are not interested in this game. And if you see like the divide, combine it, mix, it's equal disappointment. That's for sure. And we all know the result for this game once it launched around November. And once the release date, yeah, it's done by Ubisoft. It's full on done. So I got nothing to say, but I'm just gonna like share my thoughts with other content creator videos and also leave my personal thoughts too. So I can wrap this one, like 2 videos so I can wrap it up. So yeah, so let's get into the video. Let's hear them what they say.
I've had a lot of people talk about this, and like people have been posting about it a lot. Yeah, this is here's one right here. Well, I'll watch the trailer first, and I'll create my own opinion. I will say the choreography for like the fights is pretty cool. Is that a mace?
Asmund Gold thinking this is so hilarious. So I wonder how this little dude, what he gotta say about this game for sure, mine.
Shadows that serve the light.
That haven't served the light. Oh, we are from the shadows. That hasn't served the light for sure. Shadows Creed.
Okay, so there it is, and that's the game right there, woke game. And so basically, a lot of people are mad because apparently this black guy, like this is Yasuke. I don't know a lot about Japanese, like when was this? This was like the 1800s, right? I'm pretty sure like early 1800s, somewhere around there. I don't really say, was it 1600s? Okay, yeah, I don't remember exactly, because I remember like the Nobunaga, who was like the guy who this guy served. The reason why, like, one big thing with him is he used like guns in like his armies, and that's like where they showed it, but he used it with like bow and arrows too.
These companies.
And so like there's like an element of this that's like attached to realism and like to something that actually happened. He wasn't a samurai. Yeah, like I'll tell you this, right? Is I've read things about this, I've heard things about this. I watched like a documentary about like this time period even. This guy was never even mentioned. Like, it never even got mentioned once, right? Like, I had no idea this guy even existed until, what do you call it? Until this game got announced, right? He was just a retainer.
They well, like, no one little detail.
He was a slave. I don't necessarily know that. Literally no one in Assassin's Creed is real. So yeah, Yasuke, but there's not a single mention of Nobunaga Oda.
Simple.
Seems weird or off. I think that there clearly is, right? I mean, like, I would say, like, this kind of indicates, I mean, I bet that's him. Like, if I had to say, I bet that's probably him. Now, I could be wrong, but if I had to guess, that's it. Let me see what this is.
Overtaking Nobunaga or something?
So we got our first look at the new Assassin's Creed game, and I gotta say, man, I'm not impressed. I'm actually just really annoyed right now. We have 2 main protagonists, 1 female, 1 male, just like Odyssey. We're going to be using Neo, I hope I said that right, a female Japanese character. Yeah. And for the male character, they're going to be using Yasuke. Now, I'm annoyed because they're using Yasuke, and I'm going to tell you why. Yasuke is what they want to say is the first black Japanese samurai, when in all actuality, he was not even a samurai. He was a retainer, so he wasn't even a full-blown samurai. And for all of the characters they could have used for Japan, all these kind of different people they could have picked from, they picked Yasuke. Why do they pick Yasuke? Because he's black.
Obviously.
So in context, that doesn't matter to me. Because in all the Assassin's Creed games, every single character has been of some kind of different race and nationality. So that doesn't matter to me. That's fine. But you have to understand what day and age we're in. You have to understand the kind of social shit that they want to try to get across in these video games now. So instead of using a Japanese man in a game based in Japan, like they did with the other Assassin's Creed games, Altair, he was an Arab, obviously. One of my favorites, Connor, in Assassin's Creed 3, he was Native American, that was fine. And the most famous of them all, Ezio Auditore, who was Italian. So why in all those games would you have a character representative of the region they're from? But in this game, you want to demote a Japanese man and then use Yasuke. I understand why, we know why, but they're not going to tell you why, because if you call it out, you're some kind of ist or phobe or whatever. And since I'm black and I'm calling it out, that means that I must hate my skin or something. You know how they do. I just see this and my immediate thought is they did this for brownie points. I can't think.
Yeah, I think that's the way a lot of people feel about it. It's the same with having like a girl as an assassin. Like what the, like bro, like yeah, you had a little bit of that, but like what are we doing here? Like we gonna really talk about this is what feudal Japan was like? It's a story about a black guy and a girl? Like, that's just probably not the way it was. And it's like, it doesn't really matter, right? It's like, you know, for example, because I was thinking about this, is like The Last Samurai. Because, like, Tom Cruise, The Last Samurai. Like, why did people, like, because I don't know, like, how much different really is that versus this? It's hard really to say. Because, I was typing that too, that's a fair point, there are better choices. Yeah, and it's just like, here's the problem with, like, something like this. This is where I come from with this. Very different era, though. Yeah, that's true. Is that whenever I see, like, a game that comes out and it has, you know, this is feudal Japan and, like, the main character is a black guy and a girl, I immediately, like, there's, like, no escapism
they all
that this
think
can provide.
it's weird.
Because
That's
the entire
it.
story
A lot
is
of
built
it,
on the
it
foundation
kinda make
of
weirdness
trying to appeal
its
to
vibe.
a, quote, modern audience.
And I can understand how it,
like, that's the way
it
that I
came
see
across,
it. Is like, whenever I look at something like this, I don't view this as like an authentic, like, piece of fiction.
How it is.
I don't view it as a, you know, like, you know, it's not historical. It's just like kind of fan fiction in a way.
Absolutely true, homie.
And so
yeah,
not appeal
see it
to,
again.
But
I like
well,
it.
Either way,
great,
right? Whatever you want to call it. I don't want to argue like what the word you want to use is.
See it again.
Just overall, like if I was a Japanese person, I would probably be kind of annoyed by this. I'm not, so like I don't really like. I mean, I don't like what the fuck does my opinion matter, right? But the truth is that that's the way I see it. Whenever I see a game that gets released and it has something like this, I just immediately don't take it seriously. Because it's just that I think I just assume it's fake. Like it's just some bullshit, fake bullshit. That's it. I mean, you should care about appeal and influence because the idea is to indeed influence. Yeah, but everybody also has the right to influence people how they choose because everybody has the right to expression, even if you disagree with them. Just like we do whenever we're talking about it right now.
Sure, Asmongold, sure. Just like I'm doing right now. Yeah, it's like it is how it is, bro. And when you say some good two things, which is positive, great. When it comes to like, you know how when companies promote these type of stuff, it just ruins escapism, bro. It just ruins escapism, and there is no lot of meaning to the character to just floss it out right there. But you only learn one history about it, but they can't at least find something like as a like a makeup or new entry mainline character for sure being. See, it's just, you know, how like, you know, company is nowadays. Have the escapism dead, and these type of things gotta like be into proportion types. I would say proportion types like culture war and a lot of this type of stuff, bro. Which is damn getting very, very so boring at this point. And even though consumer knows it too, it is too much way down to majority of us customers' throats for sure. I know how these mainstream media are gonna be. Simple as you speak out the truth, Asmongold. Keep on doing it. For real.
It's nothing to do with it. After seeing this trailer, I'm excited to play Ghost of Tsushima. In the eyes of Ubisoft execs, this is a $70 plus rental. Remember, never pre-order. It's impossible for me to play a samurai game after Ghost of Dude, Every single one of these comments are bad. Oh my god. Asking for pre-orders without gameplay is wild. Where's the pre-order thing? Available November. What is this? Oh my god. They're doing it again. Who cares about the main character? The game's $130. This is insane.
The founder of the Samurai Warrior, okay, in Japan, all right, was an African.
It's fucking, are you kidding me?
True.
It's $130 for the game. And you get free, oh my god. So the base game, guys, this is the base game.
They gotta buy it.
It's $70. You don't take into account weapon mastery, women can easily win if they're better with a sword or a dagger.
Straight away once Ubisoft drop it.
I implore you, please, 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 learn your biology, man. Learn your biology.
The founder of the Samurai Warrior, okay, in Japan, all right, was an African. We found that the founders of the ninja system was an African. In fact, in Japan, there's a saying that if you don't have a little bit of African blood, you can never truly be a samurai.
I implore you, please, 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 learn your biology, man. Learn your biology. I get what you're saying, but let's be honest. Let's be real. Come on, stop it. Just stop it. Anyway, standard edition is $70. The gold edition is $110. Oh my god. Somebody's using the example of Joan of Arc?
Gents, Ubisoft's stock has absolutely crashed. 15% in fact. This is after Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer has dropped. Now, it's not just Assassin's Creed Shadows that has caused this. It would be a large part of it, though, along with other elements of Ubisoft. But also, they didn't meet their forecasted sales either.
How many times are you going to type that? You're so dumb. What are you doing? What are you... That's like a terrible example. That's an awful fucking example. Joan of Arc was a leader, not a warrior. Yeah, she was a religious zealot. She thought God was talking to her. They burned her alive. Yeah, this is not a warrior. What, because she found the sword? After she helped them? Yeah, sure. I mean, I know they're assholes for doing that. But, like, all I'm saying is, like, that's just not what it was. In this situation, you're the one in the wrong. It has nothing to do with biology, slit someone's throat. It does. Like, I understand that. Oh, God. I would just implore you, please look into biology and how people are going to react to things. Just come on. Like, it's just the culture and the time back then. It's just completely unrealistic. It's completely unrealistic. I'm sorry. And I think that how many of you guys... How many normal, rational people do we have in here that see how obviously fucking unrealistic and ridiculous this is?
I seen this shit
everybody,
ridiculous, bro.
It's outrageous.
I seen it.
What are you even talking about? What are we even talking about? It's not even close. It's fucking dumb. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, but anybody arguing this is just fucking delusional. I don't even know. Why are we still talking about this? Look at this here. $130 for the game. This is exactly what they did with Star Wars. They're doing it again. Everybody's mad about the character. Maybe this is their strategy. You know what? Maybe this is the new Ubisoft strategy. Add in a main character for a game that's really controversial, and that way it'll distract people from the fact that you're trying to get people to spend $130 for the fucking game. This is insane. Oh my god! I don't even know what to say. Well, it's just like the 3-day... Why do you have 3-day early access? A season... Wait, there's a season pass? Are you kidding me? Why is there a season pass? Well, let me see if I can figure this out. All right, so it says season pass includes a bonus quest on day 1 with additional unlockable content as well as 2 upcoming expansions. So let me get this straight. You buy the game and you don't even get everything in the game. It's day 1 DLC. Why do people buy this shit? Like, I really hope they stop doing this. This is crazy, man. Why are they charging $18 a month as an option? Because, well, this is the real reason why it's priced this way. So it's priced this way and it's created this way in order to get you and funnel you over to this right here. That's why it's got an outline around it. I mean, it might as well have a neon sign with, like, you know, girls in bikinis pointing over to it, okay? With, like, you know, flashing arrows, you know, maybe a red circle for a YouTube thumbnail. Like, let's be fucking honest. This is the one that they want you to click on. Because Ubisoft Plus is how they get you into their ecosystem and they start making money off of you on a regular basis, right? It's making them more money, yeah. And they've obviously done the math on this. You've got to keep this in mind. They know that they will probably make more money off of you if you have Ubisoft Plus rather than just buying the base game. Even though you'd need to buy Ubisoft Plus for, let's see, it's $18, $130. So that's about, I don't know, like 7 months basically, right? And maybe 8 months of subscription. Will they probably get most people for 8 months? Probably, yeah, I would say so. Yes, Netflix for games? Yeah, basically. Never forget, you never truly own Ubisoft games? Yeah, I guess so. No? Well, of course the answer is yes. If the answer wasn't yes, then they wouldn't be offering this. Like, I understand that you think that you wouldn't do it, but what you would do doesn't matter. What matters is what most people do. And the truth is that most people are irresponsible and stupid. And if you're the kind of person that would have bought a game for $130, but now you're just subscribing to this, you categorically are probably irresponsible and or stupid. So, big fucking surprise that whenever you're fishing for fish in the stupid pond, you get a lot of dumb fucking fish. And that's why they do this. That's the whole reason. That's their whole goal. The game will be sold for $25 1 month after. Yes, exactly. Well, it depends on if the game goes well. And only 1 out of 10 are forgetting for a year that they're in the plus. Only 1 out of 10 are forgetting for a year. Yeah, but what if the 1 out of 10 does forget out of the year, and then that one person stays subscribed for 3 years? Think about it like that. And so also, like, you have to keep in mind that they're probably not actually, like, this price right here is, they don't want you to buy this. And I know this sounds crazy, but Ubisoft doesn't want you to give them $130.
Because we all know the company that, you know, promote their game throughout the modern day, they really want to make it down the drain. Because we all know, rather do through investment. Yes. They rather do this type of stuff for investment and also throughout the business and earnings. Because remember, y'all, Ubisoft owned by the Guillemot family. Real Guillemot family. So basically, right now, the family need a lot of money. Or else they'd be starving to death. But basically, we all know they got money. But their investment ain't doing good. Their investment ain't doing great at all. And due to the schemes with this type of stuff going on with the studio, we can all see. And by the way, I'm gonna like maybe explain to my next video about it, but I would say maybe I'm third. Yeah, third, because I need to respond to this another person. But by the way, I will carry on the video and hear me out, guys. Ubisoft is like more likely a investment studio and also maybe a developer, but they're truly invested by a lot of different people, you know. So yeah, even though they're multi-million company, but we have to not like buy the game. And we have to wait and see, because their investment gone down for years to the toilet drain, and also so much reskin of their entire games. So we have to see about that. And by the way, let's carry on.
They want the value proposition to be, this is the what's the word for it? This is the anchor price, and then this is the cheap price, right? So what ends up happening is you actually really only need to keep them on the hook. If it's $18 and it's $70, what's that? All they need to do is keep you on the hook for 4 months, and then they've already made their money back from the standard edition. Because I bet most people, this is the psychology that I think that they're using, and I think it's very effective psychology. So most people are probably not going to buy the Ultimate Edition because this is crazy. But because the standard edition is perceived at a $70 value, and then these increases in value are at 110 and 130 proportionally, then the $17 a month is compared not to the standard edition, but to the ultimate edition that people actually never had any interest in buying in the first place. So you're looking at a much bigger difference in price. Psychologically, the person says, wow, I can get the really good one for only $17, $18, and then but this is something they would have never actually made that decision in the first place. They would have always been choosing to buy probably this edition or maybe this edition, but realistically probably this one. So psychologically, you get them in with this price, you upsell them to this price, you discount it down to this price, and then you get them thinking they're getting a good deal on this price whenever they came to the store, they were only looking for this price. That's what I think they're doing, and I think it's a brilliant strategy, and I bet it's working. I do. I bet it's completely working. That's what I think they're doing. And I think it's a great idea. Spot on. Yeah, of course, right? Like, as I said, like, I know a lot about this, right? And so that's how I would do it. And that's a very good idea. This PhD psychologist who can study consumer behavior, I know that. I've read some of this stuff. That's how I know about this. This is very, very effective. And so let's go ahead and do the math. So if it's $70 and it's $18, 18 times 2 is 36, and then 36 times 2 is 72, right? So $72. That means all they need to do is keep you on the hook for 4 months, and they're already, on average, making more money off of you than they would have made off of the person who only bought this edition. Because again, this was never in the picture. This was never actually intended as the sales price. This is only going to be for like super fans and super idiots. And other than that, usually the same thing even. Other than that, they are upselling you for this to create, again, the difference. Where are the prices next to each other? This price is next to this price. So whenever you look at your eyes, like you're looking right in here, right? You're not thinking about this $69 anymore because you're looking over here. So you're comparing these two prices, which comparatively makes this price cheaper. And again, this is clearly going in ascending order. This is the cheapest, the second cheapest, and the most expensive. So logically, based off of the way that this is presented, this actually should be over here. But it's not over here because putting it over here creates a larger comparative psychological difference and causes more people to buy the Ubisoft Plus. And I bet it's working. Because again, let's go ahead and look at this a little bit more, right? So let's say you have... How many people do you think keep their subscription? They just are subscribed to Ubisoft Plus, like let's say for 2 years, for 1.5 years. 1 out of 5? Okay, so 1 out of 5. All right, so 1 out of 5, that's going to be 4 months to recoup the original cost. You take 1 out of 5, so that's going to be 4 months, or sorry, we'll look at 18 months, so that's going to be 4. 18 and 4 is 4.2, 4.5. So they are already going to be making their money back, even if only 1 in 5 people stay subscribed. 20% seems high. I think it seems low. A lot of people are really stupid. 40% during holidays from August to February? Yeah. It's low? Yeah, I would say so. It's fine, though, if those people found value. Well, a lot of people either... that's a reason. Like, obviously, like, I look at it from a very, very cynical perspective, but you're bringing up a good point, too. And you're saying that these people are seeing value in it, and that's why they're staying subscribed. You're totally fucking right. You're completely right, because some people will subscribe to Ubisoft Plus and actually enjoy the games that they're playing, and then stay inside of their ecosystem longer and stay subscribed for 4 years. And think about what's the value of fucking 4 months.
True. And right now, we're gonna move to the final video, and that's it. Done by today. And I'm gonna put my other thoughts and response to it as well. Let's go.
If they aren't deleting accounts if you don't log in within 6 months, then walking it back after people take notice, hey there, we just wanted to chime in that you can avoid account closure by logging into your account within 30 days since receiving the pictured email. Select it and cancel account, blah 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 blah.
And fuck
but
you
we're not
too,
talking
right
about
there,
that today.
Ubisoft.
Or that time when they were releasing
F
a
you.
quadruple A game, Skull and Bones, that nobody wanted. Then they had to reduce the price by $25 after launching the game and praying someone will take a nibble. Well, the long-anticipated Assassin's Creed set in Japan is finally happening. People have wanted this since Assassin's Creed 1.
No, Gundam. I gotta slightly disagree with it there. No, it's been whole entire years. Vast majority of people want Assassin's Creed 1 as a remake. They did not ask for Japan, nope. But throughout their creativity, majority of people would like, ask Ubisoft to create Assassin's Creed from Japan. And what they did, they do it in a very disrespectful way. You get what I'm saying? So basically, when it came down to since 1, no, it's generally like majority of people would like the franchise been in different places, but it's throughout the damn year. Majority of people would like to see Assassin's Creed 1 remake. Yes, vast big majority population of the fans asking Ubisoft they want Assassin's Creed 1 remake, but it did not happen, bro. It didn't happen. It's due to a reason. But well, once when the trailer got announced for this type of game, like I see it, and also majority of people see it, like a very massive censorship coming through this game around November, and that's going to disappoint majority people. So I know small minority people go defend censorship, but hey, to y'all out there defending censorship, look what happened, and this is what you get. But I bet y'all's not gonna like turn up to like support that game. I bet some of y'all's not gonna turn up to support it at all. That's for sure a reason, bro. But by the way, I'm just gonna carry on with the video. So let's resume what he say.
That's 17 years late. About 2 weeks ago, I heard rumors that the protagonist samurai was going to be a black guy. I thought to myself, no way.
I sense it, and also people in my podcast.
This
shout
is just people
for them.
being hyperbolic
Shout for y'all.
about the woke movement and sweet baby. I know things are iffy right now, but Ubisoft isn't this stupid. This move would piss off the Japanese in the wake of Johnny Somali. So I paid it no mind. It just seemed too far-fetched and too stupid and people fear-mongering. But I'll be flipping damned. They actually did it. I was under the assumption that the samurai was a made-up character, kind of like Colin from Assassin's Creed 3. But Ubisoft went with Yasuke, I believe his name is. If you've been on Twitter since AI started taking off in the last year or so, then you've seen one of the many race bait posts about Yasuke.
To be honest with y'all, I'm gonna be dead on. To be honest, if y'all believe these type of things around media, if y'all believe what Twitter say, like the social Twitter saying, like, oh, these other samurai exist, I'm sorry, you're absolutely mentally ill. And tell me by debate. Please go to my podcast and tell me from debate, right? Okay, we all know Yasuke, but if you believe there is another black samurai warrior around Japan, lots of black samurai warriors, please tell me this now. I just want to know. Really, I just don't know. Even though I'm black, I'm damn sure And I know history. And also I do watch a lot of martial art films. And also I do watch a lot of Japanese films. And you know, I watch Chinese and a lot more. And also South Korean film. Like, when do you ever seen, or I would say Japan culture, when do you ever seen, what is it, a black samurai, like, invading war? When do you see it? And please, if somebody believe these type of people on social media from Twitter, I'm telling you, you are so much into problem society. You got mentally ill, syndrome, bro. If people believe like this is real, and to be honest, personally, I know those are fan fiction. It ain't true. And even though if you go to Japan, if you go to the damn country Japan, they will tell you it ain't true. It's only Asian warriors, bro. Asian. So don't try to twist it and say like there's black around Japan. There is no black. And if people believe like, oh, there is a black samurai around Twitter, and they say, oh, it's true, yeah, we all been saying for years. I'm sorry, y'all. You guys are so retarded. I'm sorry. You guys are so retarded that I don't want to speak with you lot, bro. I don't want to speak with y'all weirdos' sake. Sorry. Generally, I don't want to speak to you degenerates. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. Fully. I've been in the streets. I know history. I study history. So, when I learn about Japan history, like, a lot of it is in real historical accuracy. And there is no type of meaning of, what is it, an African, was joining or fighting in the Sengoku era. No African at all, to be honest with y'all. None of them. So it's basically Sengoku, and also a lot of other Asian, having war. No Africans, cause we ain't a part of that history. And yeah, so go ahead, y'all. Please do this race victim card. Please do it. I dare you, bro, because that shows you, and also your fully mental self around your mind or your brain. It is not thinking straight. And that's the meaning of a deficit of facts and logics. Right. Anyway, let's just count to video and forget, and also let's ignore the stupidity what mainstream media trying to like encourage. Oh, there's black samurai in Japan, which ain't. No black samurai in Japan. You got one, but he's retainer. Yasuke is only retainer. There is nothing behind his background, right? So he's just an automated retainer, and he'd been hold. Simple. Like, right. Alright. So let's get on to the video, shall we? Let's go.
These Twitter accounts tried to pass off the AI art as historical fact. These scholars forgot to check that photography didn't exist until the 1800s, which was 200 to 250 years after Yasuke died. You can find tons of AR art made about this guy in the last 7 months.
The Black Samurai in Japan. Mainstream media will never show you your comments on this.
My god, this guy acted like he discovered fire. The funniest black AI Japanese art are the ones where they're like, black people were the original Japanese and they chased us out of the country. And I'm just sitting here like, God have mercy. No, I'm not looking up that stupid tweet, Stu. You can find it. It's been stated many times that Yasuke was a retainer for Nobunaga. Here's a wiki before the great rewriting. Yes, people are now rewriting wiki because of Assassin's Creed game coming out. Welcome to Clown World.
A black man was taken on as the vassal by Nobunaga-sama and received a stipend. His name was decided to be Yasuke. He was also given a short sword and a house. He was sometimes made to carry Nobunaga. Like, even the fact it's pretty impossible for there to be a photograph, and the fact it's AI. I like how the vibe of this post is the mainstream media will never show you. But they don't even name him. The only known black samurai was Yasuke, and he might not have even been a samurai. Wild. All documents is that he was a retainer and allowed to carry arms, so for the purposes of status within Nobunaga's house, it is somewhat equivalent. But as a rank, it is indeed doubtful he would have been considered part of the warrior class.
The trailer makes little to no sense. Obviously, during Nobunaga's reign, he killed a lot of people for small slights, even for being Buddhist. That was one of his things. Killing Buddhists was a hobby, if I recall correctly. Anyway, the trailer starts with the female protagonist noticing her village is being massacred. She then gets knocked down a hill. Oddly enough, they didn't finish her off, but whatever. She was probably a Buddhist. And she sees the black samurai involved in all the death and mayhem of her village, right? And for some reason, she wants to work with them. This makes no sense. But the next questions. Just consume product. The black samurai also has dreads. I'm so sick of black characters in every game having dreads.
I'm okay with him having dreads, but
I highly
not
doubt
any other games how these weirdos create it, you know?
To get this dude imported tools and products to create small, clean dreads like he has. I'm not even Japanese, and I find this offensive. But if you listen to the corpo-sucking game journals like IGN, Japan loves it. Let's skip all the hustle, bustle, and BS and just get to the pop culture part.
Talking to IGN, yada yada yada, Professor of Japanese Literature and Culture, work of IGN, Assassin's Creed, yada yada yada. Yasuke has been featured in many creative writings and media. If you go to Wikipedia for Yasuke's page, there's a long list of novels, TV shows, dramas that have been inspired by him. He, as a historical character or somebody who was inspired by him. I think people in Japan really embrace him as a character. And we really like to see him representing the samurai spirit.
Now, if you hit the official launch page for Ubisoft Japan, you'll find the Japanese are not feeling this. Let's read some comments here.
A game where black people massacre Japanese people in Sengoku, period, is a perfect example of Ubi. Is this what happens when political correctness is taken to the extreme?
Yes, for some reason, Assassin's Creed set in Japan with Japanese people being the focus wasn't diverse enough.
The sword is in the wrong position. It's no good to have it open at your side. I want Yasuke to appear as an ally. Are they mocking Japan? They should have made someone like Saizo Kiriga an assassin. It's a bit disappointing. I wanted to play as a Japanese ninja. It's my favorite game series. I started with Syndicate and have played everything, so this is sad. I don't think there is any Japanese people supervising the architecture. It's Chinese and filled with lanterns, torii gates, and paper lanterns. So it doesn't feel like this. I think the Shogun stands out after the good example in the drama. Up until now, the main characters have been the original local races and ethnic groups, but why do they become different races when it comes to Japan? Yasuke, who is supposed to be a sword holder, enters the battlefield without permission, so Nobunaga-sama ends up holding a sword himself, which is ridiculous. This probably won't sell well in Japan. You should change your concept now. This is wrong. In both Assassin's Creed and Japanese history, everyone has simple question. Why do they use black people in Japanese culture? As a Japanese person, I like to express my opinion. I use the translator site, so sorry if my English is not correct. First of all, Nobunaga was a man who loved new and unusual things. Japan is a mono-ethnic country at the time, and Yasuke's appearance looked unusual to him. Therefore, Nobunaga wanted to keep him close. But it was not convenient to have a commoner near a person of high status. So he gave Yasuke status of a samurai. However, Yasuke was only given the status and a small salary, not a fiefdom or anything else that would raise his status as a samurai. I will not be buying this title. I am disappointed in Ubisoft. I am filled with sadness.
See, I told y'all this. I'm gonna say again. If you take a look at different type of region or different type of other country region, majority people are not fucking with this game. See, even the Asian people too. I'm telling you, bro, Asian people not fucking with this game. If y'all saying, oh, it's white people doing this, oh, it's white people making sucker accounts to pretend like be like Asian. Alright. If I was you, go take a look at the video. I caught one Asian guy saying that he's not gonna buy that shit. And I caught another Asian guy saying the exact same. They're not gonna buy that shit. So yeah, it shows it's like result is real life diverse people not effing it. Like majority probably people not fucking with this game, bro. And I thought like these type of mainstream media trying their best to defend propaganda. That's what they do. They do damage control and manipulation so they can defend that product. And you got full on extremists right now just laughing and trying their hardest to like find, to get that money or find a way to succeed to get that money, and we all damn know it's not gonna work for them. Y'all get me? And also to my views too. Please notice this, that they are trying to like ban escapism. They are trying their best to ban escapism so they can at least ruin entertainment, ruin, each and every company's creativity, and what is it? A market to be about their entertainment. But their entertainment is not great. It's based around social and extreme political correctness, which I'm getting fed up with it, and also vast other blocks, other real life black people getting fed up with this game, and I don't want to buy it too. But right now, you got land of, I'm gonna be real for you. You got land of majority of dumbass blacks supporting the BLM, and we all know damn sure like BLM is a scam. I'm gonna say it once and for all. Black Lives Matter is a scam. If everybody's still supporting it, please be assured. I'm telling you, those flags are not like a truly representation of black people. And let me finish this video so I can show you the results. I want y'all to like listen by yourself. Simple.
Needless to say, the game is dead on arrival in Japan. Good work, Ubisoft. You made an entire culture take a hard pass on a game franchise that is a shadow of its former self when it comes to its popularity and gameplay mechanics and trying to sell us a bunch of garbage. After the shit obliterated the fan and the chunks flew off into the face of a small boy named Timmy who had lupus, it came to no one's surprise that the lead writer for the new Assassin's Creed was a chubby liberal white woman with pronouns in her bio. Oh, this grows so tiresome. Why not hire a Japanese person to lead such a project? I don't know. I guess diversity only really matters when a white man is in a decision-making position. Grums and Manga Lawyer shared a tweet from a former writer of the project that was originally the first initial ideas for Assassin's Creed in Japan.
Ubisoft changed Assassin's Creed Shadow, throwing away the original story idea, and insisted on running with Yosuke, the obscure black retainer of Nobunaga, as a front and center. A Ubisoft writer who worked with the game company alleges that the original story was completely different, and he thanks Manga Lawyer for giving a link to this. This gels with the employees at Ubisoft that tell me that Ubisoft's complete lockdown with DEI and is the most oppressive studio to work at, as DEI is everywhere.
Basically, the narrative was originally hashed out at around 2013 to 2014. It literally took them 10 years to get to this, which means they probably plan out in advance and still screw things up. From what I remember, it was about the Sword of Eden, aka Excalibur. Interesting premise. The sword itself gives Nobunaga an overwhelming advantage in all the wars of Japan because he was probably the first Japanese warlord to almost unify Japan, but we're not doing a history lesson right now. Daddy's tired and he's been drinking. It takes place before and after Nobunaga's assassination. The lead character Taka becomes a shinobi. Taka stands for hawk or something in Japanese, I think. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not even going to read this to you because it's a mile long. But the point is, the idea they originally had looked way better.
Look, yells, if you see the proof of the original design of the Assassin's Creed Japanese main character, that's their true main real creativity. That is. But like it is, we come to modern internet, or I will say so, come and say Gen Z. Gen Z just completely, constantly fucks up everything. Yeah, they constantly fucked up everything. And boy, I kind of hate this generation. I would say Generation Z, bro. This is why I do damn hate this generation that much, bro. Ubisoft good creativity, but that's been scrapped into the damn bin. Wow. So at least, even though, let me tell you one thing for criticism. At least you can at least make a damn ass Yasuke at least a black assassin or some type of shit. At least for a backfire. Maybe I can give it a bit a pass there, but nope. I don't give it no pass at all, bro. No pass. But damn, Ubisoft, you constantly effed up big time. Damn.
And the original suit was really kick-ass. Like, how do you give up this ninja look and give me a black samurai dressed in gold? Needless to say, I'm not buying it. I mean, let's face it, we all know the last good Assassin's Creed was Black Flag. They kind of had a little bump with Origin, and then we went back down the hill. But according to Grums, the story doesn't stray that far away from the concept they originally had. They just sort of threw a black eye in there for the sake of it. And I hear Sweet Baby Inc. is in the mix, so if they are, that makes a lot of sense. Thankfully, Ubisoft has decided to keep the multiple expensive tier system for the game because they know people are clamoring for Assassin's Creed Shadows, so much so that they're willing to pay north of $100 for this fantastic experience. The original standard edition with the pre-order bonus is only $69. Stop being cheap. The gold edition with the base game, pre-order bonus, and a season pass plus 3-day early access, $109. An absolute steal. Yum 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 yum. What's next? The Ultimate Edition, base game, pre-order bonus, season pass, 3-day early access, and the
That's a
Ultimate
rip-off, bro.
pack, huh?
Rip-off.
How about I wait till the game is like $10 on a Steam sale and get all of this? This is garbage. I'm so sick of, like, video games literally being cable television predatory. So, season pass, you can eat my ass. Eat it! Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh, by the way, Ubisoft may come up with a new way to monetize Assassin's Creed Shadows. This is from thegamer.com. Assassin's Creed Shadows will reportedly have mini battle passes. Oh, my God. Mini battle passes reminds me of when Bethesda was trying to sell us on paid mods, you know, something you could get for free, but they want you to pay for. These are mini DLCs. And it's just like, you soulless wretch. Why don't you just fart in my sandwich and stick it in my mouth? Wario64, a famous Twitter user for basically letting know when games drop, when there's deals, when there's sales, where you can find a PlayStation 5 during the pandemic. He was letting everyone know that according to PSN, Assassin's Creed Shadows is an online play-required game. Meaning that when you buy the game, in order to play the game, you always have to be online. Well, anyway, after Wario made people aware of PSN saying you had to always be online, Ubisoft said that it wasn't true, which makes me question if Ubisoft is telling the truth themselves. They probably tried to slip this by people and got caught, because Wario is milquetoast as they come. He's not a political guy, he doesn't talk about DEI, he doesn't talk about woke, nothing. He just goes, there's a deal going on, check it out. So I highly doubt that he would post anything that wasn't already listed from a factual source like PS.
Also, yada yada. Yeah, that's it. By the way, respect for Gundam and also many other content creators talking about this. Also, y'all. By the way, like I said through, even though that's my end of my video, but like I said here is one thing, and also the true meaning when it came to BLM. Yells, respect for this man speaking the truth, and so do I, right? When it comes to people who's into these very high social elites to tear down people, and put a lot of right things to people. I'm saying this, these type of organizations when it came to BLM, like, it is, it is damaging to majority of black people. Yes, Black Lives Matter Pride is constantly killing black people. It is not it is not by the white supremacy. It's by all means themselves, because I see most of blacks get killed when they speak the truth against, the meaning of that pride flag. And that pride flag meant to me right now, I'm not part of it, but it shows how much it done a lot of harm to all diverse people. No, it's, I would say, it done a lot of harm in each and majority groups. It is not white, but each and every other of different race groups. And when you see that in kind, well, please tell me if I'm right, yes or no. But by the way, I'm gonna play this guy that tell the truth about BLM, and there we go for an advice and sample and facts. True. Also, Ubisoft, your game is gonna go down through the drain. Let's get on, shall we? Let's go.
Like, you just can't do it normal. Like, just go back to samurai time, make the game normal, stop trying to throw this nonsense woke BLM or whatever. By the way, anyone who supports BLM, if you're black, you're a brain dead. What happened? How did that make your neighborhood better? All the black people watch the video, tell me how Black Lives Matter actually made your neighborhood better. It didn't. They took all your money and they live in mansions in California. Like, wake the fuck up. It didn't do nothing. It was just some nonsense trying to disrupt the elections so that the Biden would win. It was funded by the people on the left in order to help, facilitate Biden's win. It was ridiculous. It was stupid. The only thing Black Lives Matters and the protest does was actually, here, you know what, let's just keep a real red pill here. Let's just keep it real with all you guys out there. The only thing it actually did was burn down black neighborhoods. Like, they rioted in their own neighborhoods, caused damage, destroyed a bunch of public property, and nothing got accomplished except a bunch of people who run Black Lives Matter ended up getting rich. No one's culture was any kind of improvement, nothing. It's just all kind of horseshit. Nonetheless, speaking of horseshit, let's get back to putting a black guy as the only thing they can do in the main character of a video game that has to do with samurais in Japan in the past, instead just like, hey, let's maybe just keep it like normal. They literally had to go back 1,000+ years. Actually, you know what? I don't even know when the fuck samurais were. I could be totally wrong with the time frame here. Whatever. But it's just really stupid. I mean, what are we doing here? It's just so dumb, and everyone else is so annoyed at this as well. If we go to the comment section of the video from the trailer of Assassin's Creed Shadows, you can see that the dislikes are just out of control. 508,000 dislikes to 251,000 likes as of this released video that you're watching right now.
You see, y'all? You see? Respect for this homie. Respect. And I want to send a message to people out there. Even though I'm done by video, I'm going to send a truly positive message to the people out there who have been hurt by majority black people, and also black people in my general, who's been harmed by the BLM, protests throughout the years. I wish y'all's, you're fully safe, and I wish y'all's property will be in a good way to be repaired. I'm sorry for the people who lost their entire property due to that raid, and due to your house being burned, and due to your city being destroyed. Right. I constantly wish you all a very best to survive. I don't want neither of y'all to get injured or many of couple things. So I wish y'all to be, fully safe and fully recovered, and I hope you get your truly health and things great and passionate. For the meaning of your job being ruined, for the meaning of your bills, and no matter what you're working with, and all that type of stuff. For matter what we take to protect your shop, it is fully meaning of you, bro. Fully meaning. And it's just crazy to see about that. But this shows when a company or organization scamming my entire race with this type of pride flag, it is definitely held by a black woman and also a white woman as a extremist, and they don't care about our race for general. They're trying to use it to throw down our people. But like I said, y'all, yeah, that's true meaning of the BLM, also the message through the BLM. Like, those flags are not truly represent of a black people at all. It's just harming to the black community and not generally to the black people. Anyway, yos, yeah, that's it. And I hope you do enjoy watching my videos and enjoy my response and also my thoughts and reaction of the Assassin's Creed gameplay and also other things. Yeah, but it's just a lot, because I just completely run out. But I want to say this to everybody. It's nice to, like, generally hear about something, and it's nice. I'm so glad at least my majority of the community, like many are out, including myself, many blacks ourselves including out there. I'm so glad y'all stick up and expose what is truly going on behind the company. And that is a facts, bro. Absolutely facts. But yeah, like I say. Anyways, guys, this is Reborn6819, and I'm gonna end the video. Make sure I hope y'all have a good day. And remember, don't spend your hard-earned money for that game. If you wanna spend that hard-earned money for that game, go ahead. But I'll just let you know, you're giving company power, and by means they gotta still continue treating you like a puppet. The only way you need to do is speak to the wallet by yourself, and that's including my black. If you're watching this too, you gotta vote for your wallet and don't support an organization that's full on censorship. But by the way, I'm gonna go. Make sure y'all have a great day and take care. Alright, peace.
Death!